Hey, good afternoon. Um, Welcome to the Get Life Energy YouTube channel. My name is Becca De Milan, and today I've got for you 5 tips to help you get your bearings after being at Burning Man or another type of event that kind of takes it out of you with being out in the desert or out in the wilderness for several days at a time. Um, did you just get back from Burning Man? Me too. It's interesting, but Burning Man was over a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure, but I've mentioned to some people like, "Oh, I just got back," and they're like, "Wasn't that a while ago?" But I realized today that I stayed till Monday and came into Reno first for a couple of days to hang out there at the Grand Sierra Resort. So I actually just got back last Saturday. It is now Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 5 little days ago. So no wonder I'm still adjusting. Anyhow, I've been thinking about this a lot and I've been sleeping a lot and it's been great. And I've been having these kind of like half asleep, half awake dream states where I'm processing things and thinking about things and even having ideas for things and wanting to like get stuff done and then feeling like, oh, I don't really have the energy. And I wanted to make this video for all of us right now to remind you that it is okay to feel absolutely like you just went through a spin cycle in the washing machine and your brain is still kind of and you're trying to get back into your healthy habits and back into your let's say having your bearings on the default world. So for those of you who don't know, the default world is what we refer to the day-to-day life that all of us live here in um, normal life, I guess. And Burning Man is our, true home or the place where we can be our true selves. But anyway, this is me, my true self. I just woke up maybe 2 hours ago. I should say I just got out of bed 2 hours ago. I definitely woke up multiple times before actually stepping onto the ground and trying out being vertical, which was around, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I said, I've been sleeping a lot. And this is my just woke up hair. I hope you like it. I'm just trying to come as I am because I had this idea for making a video and putting this out there so that you guys can hopefully benefit from the information. Now, whether you've just, had a really intense vacation with your family that was emotionally stressful, or you went skiing for the week and you're just like sore and achy. This could apply to anyone who's been through something that was physically challenging and mentally and emotionally exhausting and is now trying to get back to their bearings. So I've got 5 keys here to help you out. Number 1, do not judge yourself or your process. If you went to the burn like myself, I was on playa for 12 days, 11 nights. The first day and last day were, coming and going, so I wasn't on the playa. But that's a long time. Even if you were just out there for a week, it doesn't really matter. I read somebody said something about how they had, they feel like they had 10 years of emotional experience in that week. And that is intense. That is powerful. Um, you might be physically beat up. You might literally have actual wounds like scrapes, bruises, cuts. You might have twisted your ankle. You might have fell off your bike. I've seen it all. And at this point, I'm feeling fairly physically healed, but I've definitely been in a boat where I was extremely, you know, tattered and sunburned and scraped up. And it takes time to heal from that. And back to the emotional thing, you might have had some profound experiences with people and some like maybe even some like deep realizations about stuff about yourself. You might have had some just emotionally moving experiences, and you might be crying and processing and trying to figure it out. I myself met some amazing little magical being in Reno who gifted me a tarot card reading, and in the reading, the very first card, she said some things about something keeps coming up for you that is uncomfortable. It's something from your past, something that you don't like, and it keeps showing back up in your life because you haven't fully dealt with it, and you're gonna have to face it head on and deal with it. And when she told me this, I knew exactly what she was talking about. And the thing that kept coming up for me had come up for me during the burn, and it was surrounding a certain person. And I realized that I needed to deal with it. So my first couple days back, I had to dive right into dealing with this thing because it came up and presented itself as an opportunity to handle it. So that required some, spiritual work on my part, some actual going out and confronting this person with luckily, the support of some really good friends. And I'm probably emotionally processing that right now, right? No wonder I've been so tired. I've got a lot going on up in here, as well as my physical body is recovering from 11 days of exposure to extremely dry wind, dust, heat, intensity, and, maybe a few intoxicating substances here and there, just saying. Um, Number one, don't judge yourself. Don't judge your process. If you need to sleep a ton, sleep a ton. If you need to jump right into your family stuff and start taking care of your kids and get back to work, that's what you need to do. Now, if what will support you in doing that would be hiring someone to clean up your gear or clean out your RV, then do that. Don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself, and don't feel like it's not okay to let people know, um, hey, I just got back from a extremely powerful, emotional, spiritual, physical journey, and I need your patience with me while I recalibrate. Um, I was thinking about the fact that in previous years I've had a different process, and instead of coming back and like, unpacking my gear and doing my laundry and resting and etc., I've had years where I came back and I went immediately out to a club the next Saturday night and was dancing, and I called it Burning Man Continues. And I remember that year, which was a few years ago, maybe I'm getting old. Burning Man continued for a couple months for me, and I just continued to go out and party and meet people and share stories about the burn and have amazing experiences and just kind of continuing that whole vibe. So hey, if you want to keep partying, that's your choice. Like, don't feel bad about that, but trust your own process and communicate with the people that you love and that are closest to you about what is going on with you. Because if say you're in a relationship and one of you is like, I need to sleep, I need to rest, I'm exhausted, I just want to soak in the bathtub and treat my wounds with antibiotic ointment, and the other person's like, I want to go out, I want to go dancing, I want to keep partying, it's like, that's okay. Don't judge it. Like, let the person who wants to party keep partying, and it'll catch up to them at some point, and you don't need to feel bad that you don't have the energy to go out. Like, don't worry about it. Just don't judge it. Okay, like if you're wiped out, you're wiped out. If you're not able to jump right back into your routine or your normal habits, that's okay. Just embrace your process and love yourself and accept yourself. That's always the biggest thing. Okay, number two is listen to your body. This ties in a lot with number one. If your body says, I need sleep, then listen to that. If your body says, I'm not that hungry, I don't really feel like eating, don't worry about it. I haven't been eating very much. And I was a little bit concerned, and I was like, how come I haven't been eating? Normally I've got a really strong appetite, but maybe it's because I'm not riding a bike for 10 miles every day. Maybe I need to go out on a bike ride and then I'll want to eat. I don't know. But for example, yesterday I was considering going to the ocean. I heard that the water was warm, and a friend was like, "Let's go and let's go have sushi." And I thought about it, and I was kind of like trying to get my bearings and like get stretched out a little bit, drink some water, and I ended up. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my phone is connected to the computer, and I just sent them to voicemail, but it's still ringing. Didn't this happen to me on a recent? How do I turn that off? Oh my gosh. Maybe I need to close the app that allows for this. So, as you can see, I am extremely polished. All right, app closed. Hopefully that helps. As you can see, I am an extremely polished YouTube maker. Oh, forgive me. But yeah, okay. So was considering going out to the ocean and ended up thinking, oh yeah, so I'm trying to, get my bearings, trying to eat a little avocado toast and an egg or whatever. Protein's good, by the way. Proteins and fats are always your friend. And I was like watching a YouTube video or something. Who does that, right? I watch tons of YouTube videos. And I'm watching some videos and catching up on some stuff. And within 2 hours or so of me even considering leaving the house and going to the ocean or going and having sushi with this friend, I suddenly felt that curling up on the couch and closing my eyes sounded like a better idea. So I was back on the couch within a couple of hours and taking kind of a nap, kind of a half awake, half asleep nap. But does it really matter? I realized as I lie there, what do I care if I want to rest right now? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like missing out on something. I'm not, if I like drink a bunch of coffee and like force my body to want to be active, is that healthier? So, as a holistic health practitioner who has been working with people and helping them heal their bodies for over 10 years, I just decided to embrace it and not judge it and just go ahead and listen to my body and rest some more. Now, luckily, I was in a position where I could rest. I didn't have work that day. So here's the other thing: if you have to get back to work, you have to get back to work. And you need to support your body through that process because it might be challenging to jump right into 8 hours a day of working or whatever. And you need to realize that you're going to feel different than normal and just love yourself through it. Be patient, take a lot of deep breaths, communicate with people about how you're feeling. And if you have to, call in a sick day or whatever. I was lucky that I didn't have work for a couple of days in a row. So I think it's like when I got back from Burning Man, I got back late Friday night. I had clients on Saturday, and I had like, or no, wait, Friday? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't even know what day is what. But I had work the very next day. So I got back, unpacked a little bit, not really. My partner pretty much did everything. I cleaned myself up, I put the perishable food in the fridge, and then I went to bed. But my sleep schedule has been really wonky. I haven't been falling asleep till 2, 3 in the morning, probably because that was like normal for me during Burning Man week. So, anyway, I had to go to work the next day and I had to do several massages. I think 5 hours of massage. I actually somehow booked over 6 hours of massage, which was kind of like an accident, like I double booked somehow. And I politely asked my client, my last client of the day, if she'd be willing to reschedule for the next day. Because I said, I can't physically do this many sessions today. I'm not going to be able to do this. I had clients 2 days in a row, so I must have got back on Thursday night. It's blurry. So let's just say I got back and I had to work the very next day, and that was what I could do. I got up, I got ready. My partner was amazing and helped make me some lunch so I'd have some food. I was like, oh my gosh, I have 5 hours of massage today and I don't have any food prepared and I'm scrambling to get ready. And he made me lunch. What a sweetheart. Help your people out, man. Help your partners out. Like if you're with somebody and they just got back from Burning Man, like just be compassionate to that. Don't be like, oh, you just partied for a week. It's like, no, they went through a washing machine tornado with a dust storm for a week, and now they're trying to just get their bearings. So let's say you've got physical pain. Let's say you've got aches and pains. Let's say you're tight. Let's say you've got chafing. Every year I seem to get this like chafing situation. I wonder if I should just like wear a long sleeve shirt every day in this hot sun. But I wonder if it's just literally from the exposure. But I get chafed up on my shoulders, on my lower back, on my stomach. I get all this like red, scratchy, like skin chafing. And I feel like red and raw. And reapply, reapply, reapply. For the first several days that you're back, you should be putting on lotion, oil, whatever you like to use for moisturizer multiple times a day. If it feels dry, reapply. If it feels dry, reapply. Try that one out. Helps me tremendously. I start to finally feel kind of normal within, I don't know, 3-4 days of reapplying 4 or 5 times a day. Some of that chafing, it was like looking like little scratches all over me. And I think it's from like the backpack rubbing, but it was pretty gnarly. So at one point, I actually just put like antibiotic ointment or some kind of like, like a salve. Like I started putting my CBD healing balm, which is like a thick, heavy salve, and I just smeared that on there, and it felt better instantly. It felt like that made 10 times the progress that the lotion was making. Okay, number 3 is make lists as ideas come in. Oops, my bad. You might have these dreams. You might be having a lot of ideas. Like I've had an idea for a painting. I actually started it. Let's see if I can show it to you. I had one canvas left, and I do these paintings where there's like words on the painting and designs all the way around. And I decided to do You Are Safe. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I've got a whole bunch of other ones. Just to give you an example of one that's pretty much done. There we go. Let go, baby. Let go. So I've been wanting to do, I've been working on this series of positive affirmation paintings for a while, and I had this one empty canvas, and I had the idea of like, I should paint right now. So you might have these ideas for these art projects. While I've been sleeping, while I've been laying there half asleep, half awake, I've been having a bunch of ideas for jewelry ideas that I want to make. I was gifted some really cool pendants during the burn this year, and I have some reclaimed beads and things, and I like had this idea for this beautiful necklace, and I had this idea for wanting to work on my jewelry projects. And then I get up and I'm like, oh man, I got to set this up. I got to get this ready. I got to put this stuff out. And suddenly I'm starting to feel like, oh, I'm not getting I want to work on these projects, but or maybe you have an idea for a workshop group that you're going to start doing. I had that idea as well. Or maybe you have got an idea for like the best camp setup for next year. But you're not going to be able to do all these things as you're also unpacking and licking your wounds and dealing with the recalibration after the burn. So write them down. Make a list. If you think about some emotional experience that you had that was profound for you, or some amazing communication that you had with somebody where you had like a realization about it, write it down. Get yourself a journal and write stuff down. I was like, wait, there's writing. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I've been writing a lot of stuff down. I try to make a little entry each day, but the last 3 days there was nothing. But I go back and, I've got I had a little calendar for myself for the burn this year. And it was like the week. And it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Certain days I had obligations at camp. So I had them written on this calendar so I wouldn't forget when I needed to be at the camp to do these certain things. Now, the days I didn't have any obligations, I planned like, this is my free day. I can do whatever I want. So I'm looking at that calendar and looking at my photos and matching them up. And it's helping me remember, oh, Thursday night is the night that I did that. And oh, Friday night is the night that I ran around with my new friends that I just met and looked at artwork. And so as those memories are coming back and I'm looking at the photos, I can make notes in my journal about those amazing experiences I had. So make lists and write your ideas down as they come in, because you might be having some fabulous ideas, but you might not be able to act on all of them right now. So just, get what you can down on paper, and then you can always act on it later. All right, number 4, support your body with nutrition and supplements. If you are like me, you might kind of like not want to eat anything at the burn because it's hot as hell, and you just like nibble little bits of jerky or like a protein bar. And it can be easy to be in that habit of like, oh, I don't want to make food, I just want to eat a protein bar. But the reality is, you really need nutrition, and you need micronutrients as much as possible to help get your brain right. Now, you can supplement a lot of things. You can take your multivitamins, you can take your supplements, you can take a kick ass protein shake each day that has coconut oil and avocado and spinach and cocoa powder, and not like carnation. You know what I'm talking about. Cacao. Anyway, support yourself with nutrition. And if you don't feel like cooking, do the smoothie. If you don't feel like cooking, I'm guilty. I haven't really felt like cooking very much, but try to eat real food. Get some salad in your body. Get some vegetables in your system. Things that are simple that you can just, like a salad, you could just throw it in a bowl. But I have a couple supplements for you to help you on this detox and replacing a lot of those depleted neurotransmitters and whatnot in your brain. So something like this is helpful. I just filled this up last night. So yes, I've already been back for 5 days, and I just filled up my vitamin thing so that I can just say, what day is it? It's Wednesday. I'm just going to go boom, dump them back. Okay. I've got for you here my whole little special. These are all nutritional supplements and vitamins. They're not medications. So, have you heard of this? 5-HTP promotes well-being. That's good for your brain. I would take that every day. Good old vitamin C. Can't go wrong with some chewable vitamin C. Just chew it up. You can eat a lot of vitamin C. It's not going to hurt you. I wanted to show you guys this one here, milk thistle extract. Now, as you can see, Vitacost, that's the company I buy a lot of my vitamins from. They're an online company that has really good deals, and they do free shipping if you buy like $50 worth of stuff. Pretty easy to get to $50 worth of stuff if you're buying protein powder, multivitamins, and a couple of supplements. They also have essential oils. They have skincare stuff. They've got face cream. They've got lotion. Milk thistle seed extract is a liver tonic. It helps to regenerate your liver and can basically prevent a hangover. Like if you were going to go out drinking, you could take a couple of milk thistle before you go drinking, and you're not going to be hungover the next day. I recommended this supplement to many a drinker, and they have reported back with great results. So hopefully you're not still going out drinking every night or whatever, but hey, do your thing. If you tax your liver a bit at the burn, might not be a bad idea to take milk thistle every day to help support the regeneration of those liver cells. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is another one. It's just the green stuff that's in plants. I also usually take it in a supplement liquid form where you just like take a shot of it. It tastes a lot like wheatgrass. It's kind of a sweet green thing. But chlorophyll is amazing. It's like a blood purifier. So honestly, I should be taking like 2 of those every day or 2 of those twice a day. It says once a day, to mean certain things like this are safe to take more than the recommended amount during a period of detox like this. So chlorophyll is amazing. It helps to purify your blood, and it helps you to like replace your blood cells. Lysine, immune support. This is a good one. It's got vitamin C, echinacea, propolis, and garlic. Lysine is fabulous. It's the amino acid, I believe, that counteracts the HSV virus. So if you're prone to getting cold sores, which sucks, the harsh desert environment can like, or getting sunburn on your face can like kick that up immediately. So if you're prone to getting those, I would be taking that the entire time I was at Burning Man. If you have it, take it every day. It can help it go away faster, and it can help prevent them from coming back. So lysine's awesome. That's a good supplement. Good old once daily multivitamin. These are some really potent ones, and they cost like $30 at the grocery store. I get them for about $20 on Vitacost. So this is my favorite brand of one-a-day multivitamins. But let's see, you're supporting your liver, you're supporting your brain, you're helping purify your blood. And this is a kind of a cool one. It's called Sleep Support. I like this one because it's a blend of sleepy herbs like valerian root, hops, skullcap, passion flower, chamomile flower, and poppy. It also has 3 milligrams of melatonin in it. So if you want to get your sleep schedule back on to schedule, especially if you need to get back to going to work and having some kind of a routine, like you could take that every night before bed. It's not going to like knock you out. Maybe for some people that are more sensitive to herbs, it'll definitely make you drowsy. That's the idea. It's supposed to help you sleep. But, like let's say you were cracked out on coffee all day, it's not going to like make you fall asleep. It's going to maybe help you fall asleep. It's not going to make you fall asleep. But taking that supplement every night could really help get your rhythm back and get you back into like the sleep pattern. And another supplement I don't have sitting here right now is Calm. Calm is a fabulous supplement. It's a magnesium powder. You mix it in with water. It tastes awesome. And that stuff is fantastic. It helps you sleep. It helps with migraines. It helps with muscle cramps. It helps with everything. I should start taking that every day. Apparently, I'm making this video so that I can remember to do this stuff for myself. I'm going to start taking sleep support every night before midnight to try to get that sleep pattern back to normal. And I'm going to take the Calm with it because I could use more magnesium. Last but not least, number 5. All right. Utilize routine. If you especially don't have the freedom to just make your own schedule and sleep for 5 days or 3 days or whatever, like I was saying, I had to get right back to work. I think it's like I got right back to work, and then the moment that I didn't have work, I just slept. It's like my brain was like, you don't have to go anywhere today. You're just going to rest. So it's almost like when you can be when you can rest, and when you need to like get the hell on with it. But utilize routine. If you are someone who used to have a routine, or you normally have a routine of waking up and doing yoga for 15 minutes and meditating every day, do that routine. Get back on your routine as soon as you can, because even though it's going to feel weird, and my morning yoga is more like me laying on a yoga mat and browsing through astrology videos, I'm trying to get back into my routine. Your healthy habits of eating breakfast every day and, going to yoga class or going to the gym or whatever, the sooner you can get back into that routine, the faster you'll be able to feel normalized and getting back into your, getting recalibrated. It's going to feel different. Know that it's going to feel different. Don't expect to feel normal. Don't expect to feel like, yeah, I want to go out and, go save the world and, run a marathon. Like, haha, you just ran a marathon. So be prepared to feel different in your routines. Be prepared to go slower. Be patient with yourself. But if you can do those habits that you used to do every day and utilize those healthy routines, it will help you, you know, absorb the experiences that you had and still also feel like you have some semblance of control over your life. Sometimes it can be really depressing to get back to the default world after the burn. And you can feel really bummed about things like people are not as awesome as they are at the burn, or that, man, I've got so many negative people around me. And you can feel really, just like, man, this is hard. But if you can get into your routine and remember to, meditate on these amazing experiences you had and meditate on the amazing gift that you have with this life and appreciate this amazing body that you have and this beautiful, wonderful vessel that is carrying you through this experience, maybe you can, appreciate a little more what you've got and be grateful for that. So I hope this helps you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. And thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please do. Every new subscriber definitely helps the channel. And I really appreciate your support. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, anybody who does festivals or who has just got back from the burn. And yeah, man, we're all in this together. Let's stay positive and trust yourself, trust your body. Don't judge your process or someone else's if it's different from yours. Write down those ideas as they come in so you don't lose them, but don't worry about trying to act on them immediately. Take your supplements and eat some real food. Try not to just live on chips and salsa like you do at the burn. And reactivate those healthy routine habits. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love. Take care.